An artist's canvas is a lot like a community, filled with all the various shades and hues, all working together to make a colourful and dynamic environment. And just like a canvas, as the paint layers down, it grows and evolves, similar to a community, accepting a new identity, aspirations. Each brushstroke is carefully considered, curated to find the perfect outcome. Newton, through creativity and art, is painting a picture of unity and growth, breaking stereotypes and reframing their identity. Me? I've just made my very own Mona Lisa. What do you think? I mean, it's a bit avant-garde, but I like it. Huh. Surrey, specifically Newton, Surrey. Ever since I've landed in Canada, people have been telling me stories about Surrey. Not all of it good, but I don't judge a book by its cover, which is why today we're teaming up with local realtor Karan Kundhal to show us around the real Surrey, one of the biggest cities in BC. We'll be starting our tour at Bear Creek Park before heading towards Surrey Central and ending our tour at one of the most amazing communities at Sullivan Heights. So, grab your brushes and your easel, because it's time to paint Surrey in a new light. Karan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah.
How is Surrey broken down?
Surrey is broken down into, you can say Surrey Newton, Surrey Central. There's Guildford area, and then we go towards South Surrey area, which is a little bit posh area, you can say.
Is Newton not the posh area?
It's getting there.
Okay.
It's slowly, it'll get there. Year after year, our population is growing, especially in Surrey Newton.
What do you love most about selling real estate? What's it that really gets you?
It's all about seeing the smile on my client's face when I hand them over the keys.
Yeah.
It's just a beautiful feeling, especially the first-time home buyers. They've been renting, and you know how they talk about, they feel like all their mortgage payments are just going to waste. It's like paying 100% interest. So it feels great when you end up helping them buy a property that has everything that they're looking for. The possession day is my favorite in the whole process of selling home.
Karan, I have loved getting to know you a bit better, but I'm really excited to check out Bear Creek, which is going to be our first destination of the day.
Oh, I can't wait to show you.
I was not expecting to see something so beautiful, so like entrenched in nature within Surrey. What type of properties are around Bear Creek?
It's mostly single-family homes. People who are looking for a little bit larger lots, bigger houses with, basement suites, mortgage helpers.
There is mortgage helpers here?
Of course, 100%. So the prime clientele for that kind of more housing is people who are selling their townhouses. They want to move into a single-family home. It's perfect for those people.
That's who we're seeing coming into this?
100%, yeah.
What are people getting by being a part of this community?
Love of nature, because they want to be close to this park. And people, they love being in this area because everything is close by. 5 minutes away from a King George station and access to Surrey Newton area, which is a hub of all the commercial, businesses and everything. So it's just central of everything.
How frequently do properties actually become available to buy in this neighborhood?
This neighborhood is high in demand. So if any property comes up, it doesn't stay in the market for too long.
It's so great to see that even though we are in the center of everything, there is a desire to preserve nature and keep these amenities for the whole community. I did see those skyscrapers in the distance, though.
That's Surrey Central. You want to check it out?
Absolutely, I want to check that out.
Let's go.
So what Surrey Central have then that Bear Creek doesn't?
A lot of high-rises and has no bears.
No. So, disappointment aside that I did not see any bears at Bear Creek, it was pretty dang beautiful. These kind of open spaces filled with amenities for the community seems to be quintessential Surrey. That nature, coupled with the single-family homes on offer, means you do have to act fast if you want a slice of this part of Surrey. If you weren't a realtor, what would you do?
I would be pursuing my acting career.
What is it about acting or the arts that appeals to you?
It's all about, you get to live a different character every single time you do a different role. I would say acting actually helped me open up in front of my clients. You know, it's like you're not shy no more. You're just opening up to clients. Your clients feel comfortable. They open up to you, and it just helps me qualify them a little bit better.
Driving towards the skyscrapers in the distance, I was a bit nervous. I had always heard that Surrey Central was one of the less desirable neighbourhoods across BC, so I was kind of intrigued at Karan's enthusiasm to show me the place. We are definitely not in Bear Creek anymore.
Absolutely not. This is Surrey Central, downtown of Surrey.
What is going on in Surrey Central?
In Surrey Central, there's lots and lots of buildings going up. Low-rise, high-rise, townhouses, SkyTrain stations are close by. There's public libraries, city hall, everything is close by. It's growing. It's growing every year.
Amenities, transport, property, it has all three.
It's all three. Yeah, that's right.
Looking around, I'm seeing predominantly residential units. Where are all the commercial properties that we'd expect to see in somewhere like Central Surrey?
See, City of Surrey is focusing on more residential units. Priority isn't commercial units because people who want to work, they can take SkyTrain to downtown and they can work from there. Or a lot of developers are making it very convenient for a lot of residents to work from home, right? Because most of the units over here are 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom.
Who are the developers and what are they actually building here?
So there's a lot of developers coming from Vancouver area, some local developers. All they're focusing on is high-rise building, residential properties more like. So which includes, condos, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom condos, even townhouses. Main focus is just growing Surrey Central area.
You lived in Surrey for about 20 years?
20 years, yes.
What was here before when you first came here?
There's no high-rises building here. Maybe you see 1 or 2 high-rise building. And the demographic of the whole Surrey Central changed a lot in past decade, I would say. This area was not one of the best areas to be considered where people bought houses or wasn't their first choice.
Yeah.
Now it's one of the prime locations in Surrey Central.
Kind of changing the perspective of Surrey.
That's right, yeah.
It's really unique to be standing in a city that's kind of been built around you where there never was one before. I would love to check out something completely different though. What else have you got to show me today?
I have a perfect place for you, Sullivan area. Well, let's go check it out.
And so it all makes sense. Residential high-rises with major public transport hubs. What is not to love? The Surrey Central that people had warned me about may be a thing of the past, because what I saw during my visit was a neighbourhood full of life, growth, and opportunity. What made you want to be a realtor?
I've been in sales since I was 19 years old. And I like to challenge myself, and I'm very competitive. So after being in car industry for a long time, I realized that it's time to move on, go to the next step, and start selling houses.
Leaving the high-rises behind us, we made our way further south, the community of Sullivan Heights. And with a name like that, how could I not be excited? After all, it's not every day you find the neighbourhood in Surrey, BC, named after a Gaelic surname. It is so much quieter here than it was in Surrey Central. I can see why everyone is flocking out to Sullivan's.
Absolutely. People love living in this area, especially the neighborhood. It's so quiet, there's greenery everywhere.
One thing that stands out to me is that the houses on this side of the street seem completely different to the houses over on this side of the street. Is this typical in this neighborhood?
Yeah, there's a variety of different kind of houses. This is a little bit smaller detached homes. Those are full size, little bit bigger lot, bigger homes. Price varies between both houses, close to $1 million difference. Yeah.
But it's a community that seems to be able to offer something for all who are moving here.
Absolutely.
What about mortgage helpers? How common are they in this neighborhood?
Oh, very common. Most of the houses here, they have authorized one legal suite. And some of them you can probably find unauthorized registered suites as well, which is great for people, especially with the interest rates going up. It takes a toll on a lot of homeowners. So having mortgage helpers, it's huge for them.
Is there any development expected in the area, or is this kind of it for the community plan?
Just a couple blocks down the road, there's small combination of small homes, which they're redeveloping into townhouses. So there's multiple townhouses coming up. What city is trying to do, make the most of the space that they have available.
How does Sullivan Heights compare to other neighborhoods in Newton?
Sullivan Heights is a little bit higher rent, a luxurious neighborhood where you find lots of single family homes and townhouses. There's not very many condos in this area. So a lot of people, they want to upgrade from condos and a little bit older townhomes. They ended up coming to this neighborhood with smaller single family and large single family homes.
There's quite a difference between the three communities that we've seen today. From the nature-driven community of Bear Creek and the city vibe of Surrey Central with those high rises, the students, the investors, versus here at Sullivan Heights. You know, multiple types of properties fit for all different types of home seekers. The big question I have though is, what does the future of Newton have in store?
I have a great master plan project called Silva. It's halfway sold. Let's go check out the project.
Halfway sold. Okay, so obviously this place is in demand.
Yes, absolutely.
Homes in the heart of Surrey. And this must be the new Newton that you were telling me all about.
Yes, it is. We're looking at a pre-sale project, one of the biggest pre-sale project in Surrey Newton.
What does a pre-sale project even mean?
So it's homes that you can buy before they're built. You have an option to purchase your home with a deposit. They'll complete in 3 to 4 years.
And then you pay the rest.
Then you pay the rest when they're completed.
What are you getting for your money by coming to a development like Silva 3?
Silva is in the heart of Newton area. This particular project, their square footage is massive. You know, anywhere from, for 2-bedroom, they go for anywhere from 700 to 800 to 900 square feet.
Wow.
Which that kind of condo units are very, very tough to find, especially in Surrey Central area as well. 1 or 2-bedroom are close to 700. And you don't find anything, 8 to 900 square feet in Surrey Central area.
If I was a first-time homeowner and I wanted to pre-sale somewhere, why should I do it here over Abbotsford? What's the benefit?
It's just a growth, how fast the Surrey Newton is growing. Also the pricing, right? If you want the most out of your investment, Surrey Newton, Surrey Central, overall, Surrey is growing way faster compared to cities like Abbotsford, Chilliwack, or other areas.
So this is the appreciation model.
Yes.
Unlike any car that you might sell that loses money straight away, this is gaining you value all the time.
Absolutely.
What is special or unique about Silva?
So everything is close by. It's a very diverse community here. A lot of businesses, restaurants, there's trails, there's parks, there's Bear Creek Park on a walking distance. So everything's close by.
What has Silva done to attract those who are looking to downsize but are nervous about losing the space they have?
By providing extra patio space, enclosed balcony, which you can use throughout the whole year. You don't have to worry about rain, cold, or snow. People are downsizing. They don't feel like they're downsizing because of the extra space they're getting outdoors and indoors.
This is huge.
That's massive, yeah.
Karan, thank you so much for taking the time to show us around Surrey, specifically Newton today. It has been fascinating to learn all about the new developments, the high rise in the city, and of course the nature of Bear Creek. I, however, am starving and I've seen some great restaurants, so let's go get some food.
Hey, I got a perfect place for you.
Oh, what are you thinking? What kind of food are we thinking?
Indian food. Let's go.
Let's go. When I tell people about the neighborhoods I visit during the course of this series, Surrey always got a raised eyebrow, swiftly followed with warnings of the gangs and the violence. But that's not the Surrey I saw during my outing. From the family-friendly community of Bear Creek, with its abundance of amenities, to the intentional and reconceptualized Surrey Central, it was becoming very evident that the Surrey I was cautioned about is on the way out. Which is great news for one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. My day with Karan revealed a vibrant and evolving city that should be seen in person instead of talked about around the water cooler. A city full of surprises. And, just like peeling back the layers of an onion, much more than meets the eye.